cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay.
Everybody now.
So what's the name of this movie?
Man, I'm not gonna do the Abbott and Costello with you. Yes, man.
No, you can't say yes, man. You can say yes, man.
Well, why don't somebody say no to Jim Carrey doing this? I mean, it looks like. I mean, I was believing in Jim Carrey after a while. He's trying to do some serious stuff, and now he's coming back to that Jim Carrey that I just got tired of.
Well, you know, the Jim Carrey serious stuff doesn't really sell so well. So whenever one of his Jim Carrey serious movies doesn't work out, he's got a bunch of people down his back going like, Jim, get off this shit. Go back to the Ace Ventura. Stick something up your butt.
And I think this is an attempt to get back to the younger audience. I mean, this is kind of like Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just that we've seen it already.
Yeah, and I don't think people can get past Jim Carrey's face. I mean, Jim Carrey looked like somebody chewed up some bubble gum and put some eyeballs on it. And his face is scary now. I mean, I'm expecting him to stretch something and that just falls off the skull. The meat just comes off the bone.
But now that he's older, you know, like 45, almost 50, he's just goofy.
He looks like that dude that you run into at the porn store late at night that you don't want to know. The real goofy guy who's eager to rent porn. Don't ask me why I know that.
It's you, isn't it? That guy is you.
I'm the black Jim Carrey at the porn store at night. I'm like, hey, big asses, part 5.
Jim Carrey is Cyrus. He stays in his apartment most of the time. He doesn't want anything to do with any of you losers. And he certainly has no interest in women at that point. And then a friend of his who's just keeps banging on his door like, no, you got to get out there. You got to get back into life. Convinces him to go to a seminar with General Zod from Superman 2.
Yeah, it really is. It's Terrence
Stamp.
Terrence Stamp.
The molehill won't come to Terrence. Terrence will come to the molehill. What's your name?
Carl.
We're gonna make a covenant, Carl. Do you want to make a covenant? The word is yes, Carl.
I mean, it ain't horrible, but it's like a date movie that's just kind of set on a 3. And it just doesn't jump.
So,
I mean, and a big part of that is having Zooey Deschanel as the lead. I swear this girl is like, if I was directing her, I'd be like, seriously, sweetheart, are you awake for this?
He, for whatever reason, Carrey buys into this whole idea of say yes to everything. Whatever your instinct tells you to do the opposite. And in Carrey's case, it was always say no. So now he's like, yes, I will do everything. I will say yes to every email, which, you know, let's be honest, he would have like a pound of Viagra and porn outside his door.
There's no kind of special like mind control, power of God, you know, no spell put on him. He just goes to a seminar and decides, okay, I'm going to do this. But rationally, at some point, you go like, wait a damn minute.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
If this movie was just for little kids, well, then they wouldn't have had that blowjob scene with the granny, amongst other things. Don't get me wrong. It's not a terrible movie. It's not like you walked out of it like you would with something with Dane Cook in it, going, oh man, I'm f***ing offended that I even had to sit through that. The problem is it is there, and it's not appropriate for people young enough to not question the stupidity of the concept. Easily a rental.
I mean, even his movies I don't like, I never think of them as forgettable. And it follows the tried and true formula of just about every bad romantic comedy. It's not as obnoxious, and he plays closer to just a regular guy. I give it a rental.
See, in a movie like this, you gotta push it. You gotta say, you gotta have sex with a goat. Yes. You gotta kill your best friend. Yes. You gotta work for Al Qaeda and be a suicide bomber. Yes. I mean, that's
a better movie.